There we go. Trying out this game. I messed with the sensitivity. What was it called? No. This one, the camera sensitivity. Just because it's a bit heavy sometimes, but this seems to be going a little bit better. Yeah. Pretty cool, you can talk to the people. Let me check. Oh, what did I miss over here? Might as well just check everything, right? The inside of these houses seem to be pretty similar so far. Ooh. I am struggling a little bit with the camera. Okay. Guess I wasn't supposed to come in here yet. Maybe I should just go back and just follow the story. Probably. What's back here? Ah, loot. Maybe I should check my inventory, see if I've already picked up something I can wear. It's always worth doing. No new daggers. No. Elemental resistance. Higher quality. One less armor. I think I'll take it. Those are definitely better. It's quite ornamental right there. Looks a lot better. Nope. Color. Down one balance, but poison resistance and additional loot chance. Good, good. Move it. It's pretty cool. Power potion. A lot of potions. Oh, wrong button. That's what you get when I haven't played the game yet much anyway. Science, okay. The Princess de Sardet is the sister of Prince d'Orsay and your mother. She has always shown you a lot of tenderness, which is not common among the congregation nobility. She unfortunately came down with a malachor some time ago and has been living in isolation since then, her suffering and appearance preventing her from maintaining her role at court. Although she may be very sorry to see you leave Serene and be far from her, she prefers her only child to visit more welcoming shores and seek a cure for her people, rather than stay by her side, waiting for her death. Been learning some of this. Theleme? Not sure what you're supposed to call it. He's a cunning man, versed on the subtleties of politics, but also a man of faith who has not yet given up the hope of converting the largest city of the congregation to his faith. Although a member of the missionary order, like many ambassadors, he is said to be close enough to the Inquisition and has often been seen collaborating with the most extreme defenders of the faith. Okay, so he's probably more radical then. Ambassador Sahin, who has long been a renowned professor of Al-Assad University, was appointed several years ago to represent the Serene Bridge Alliance. After a long time and vainly, he tried to convince the merchant princes, particularly Prince d'Orsay, to join the alliance, and he now devotes himself to the defense of the economic interests of his nation in the region. Coin guard. Kurt. Ah. You've known Kurt for many years. When he became yours and Constantine's weapons master, his childhood was tough, and he had a weapon in his hand as soon as he was old enough to hold one. Although he has obviously suffered from it, he does not seem bitter, just a little cynical, and he shows you and your cousin an almost brotherly protective affection. I know, I'm a bit boring right now. Just learning about stuff. Dragon blood resin. Love the name. What do we have in here? Oh, I have side quests. I think I'll do this one first. Which is right over there, so it's close by, that's good. Hey, most losses. Wait, so you left a comment but you're not watching anymore? That's confusing. I guess there's a delay on the comments. Bumping into people. I'm so rude. So rude. Ah, this camera.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Ah. Maybe take comments off screen for better gameplay, or only pops up when I talk. I think you did it before. I think I had it open on my phone before. I can't remember how to set it up.
Good day, my lady.
And
how might I be of service?
Let's see.
You can start by explaining
Dude, this guy's sick,
why
man.
you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Well, I can't bribe. Let's see if my charisma can do this.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable.
Turn that on.
Especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and
Thanks
ask
for
that
the
these
tips,
crates
most
be delivered
losses.
to the attendant.
I
Now
put my
that's
points
a
into
wise
charisma.
decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Alright, let me see if I can mess with this, comments on screen. Nope. Comments. Nah, I can't figure it out for now. I'm good with this though. I wonder if he's got anything more to say.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Nope.
I must leave you.
What's that? Fineless charlatan. Go do that.
To my help! And death
Ah.
to the others! Move away! Things
Not
are
so good
about
at this
to get
yet.
dicey. Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
Ah! My first death. Yeah, the game's a little bit awkward. Load last save game, I guess. Not sure what that was. Hopefully it was after talking to the merchant. We'll see.
Certainly honoring your new title.
No, it isn't most
Bravo!
losses.
The quartermaster must be expecting us. To my help!
Ah,
And death to the others! Move
maybe
away.
grab this guy.
Things are about to get dicey.
It's hard to focus on this. And I'm shot. It's a bit more complicated when there's more people.
Certainly honouring your new title.
I'm gonna get sick of that comment soon, I think.
Must be expecting us.
Maybe I should just take a different way. Haha, avoiding it. Dodge, parry, gun. How did I do my gun again? Fury. Oh, I have to switch weapons. Oh, I have to learn. Do I have to go through there, I guess? Oh, wait. Hey, there's a crafting table. You're asking about that. Guess it's down there. Wonder if I can grab anything. L1 set shoot to shortcuts. I have to put that one on shortcuts too. I guess so. Alright. Techniques, firearms, bind. Alright. Does that switch it just to the guns, or does that actually fire it? Oh cool, I already have traps. I like that. Not leveling up very fast in this game. I feel like I've been running around for a bit now. What happens if I talk to this guy?
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Oh, it's probably like armor and stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you for your
Oh,
visit.
so back wasn't... Oh, whatever.
Welcome! It's
Okay,
such
so
a
gotta go
pleasure
through
to
the...
see you again. Have you seen it?
There we go. Okay, that's at least possible. You can skip. So, not selling a weapon, but I could sell my old hat. There's no way to mark it? No? Okay. So basically just have to go through it. Maybe I'll keep those for now.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
I think those conversations have probably ran like a selection of different ones. Okay, no loot. Alright. It's pretty dark. I don't know, I might have to play with the brightness setting at some point.
Lady de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
This game's sneaky. Like, I don't always know exactly what, like, are people lying to me? Like, I don't know yet how suspicious I need to be of people. Goodness. Another door. Oh wait, it's this area. I saw you playing this. Interesting. Merchant. I don't know, maybe I should do this thing too. But I don't want to do it first because I saw you do it already, so. Alright, I guess we're doing this. First thing I do is smuggle things. I don't know if I'm so happy about that.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man. No.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him? I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But
It's slippery.
if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cup.
Why do we have to steal it? Why can't we just buy one? Stealing, smuggling. This game is not trying to encourage me down in a good direction.
Have
Isn't
you
there
finally
anything
made
else?
up your mind?
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last forever.
So stealing is like the only thing I can do. What other things can I do? Check my quests. I guess I'll do this one first. I kind of want to shoot that sign. I don't know why. I don't know if it'll help me. Oh, okay, so you just kind of just shoot it, so it's just random. I don't know, that seems weird. But I guess the gun isn't meant to be your main weapon or anything. Although maybe it is for some people.
Oh, hello, Your Excellence. The Malachor is slowly killing our city. The alchemists of the Alliance have been promising us The Malachor is slowly killing our city. More and more businesses are closing.
Ah. Fuck, this might be where the bad guys are.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Come and taste my savor!
This guy only has a gun. Ha! Got them this time. Guess I just have to be a little bit more careful and used to the game. Oh, you can climb up here? I'll just take me back to where I was. Okay. Ah. Sprinting straight through a table. Yeah, the game definitely needs a little bit of polish. Hawthorne. Ooh, loot. Health potion. Ammo. Obsidian. Obsidian's usually good. That's it. Port quarter.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But
Somebody
have no
else
fear,
missing?
We will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Now that's something I can feel like I can follow up on. Let's learn more.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the
You'd be
oceans.
clicking through this.
Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic.
I almost lost it.
How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master.
Since all
As for your
decisions
question,
have
any
consequences,
child born
I feel
on
like
one
I
of our
need to learn
ships
as much
is
as I can.
seaborn. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. That will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
This game definitely is inspired by Europe.
What do you think of our port?
You
The
referring to
history
this?
of Europe.
It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
I think this must be around the time of the Black Death or a little bit afterwards. Just kind of... It just has that feel.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
They seem to be trying to get rid of this guy for some reason.
Manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Really? We're gonna doctor the manifest now? Yeah.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
Anything else? I think I already asked that.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
I like that they use the kind of the Skyrim compass thing. I quite like those. Ooh, loot. Investigate. Yeah, that's what I want to do. What's this one? Okay, so there's a couple of different people you can talk to. I'll try here.
Smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
This is very story driven.
Maybe
I like
a tad
it.
troubled.
It's kind of like reading, and then every
Like
once
he
in a
was
while I have
someone
to
else.
fight.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
You don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Pick up. I have 2 new clients. They want to go Al Sad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we'll have to be cautious. I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Why would a smuggler keep a journal? Useful for me, though, I guess. Ooh! New stuff. I wonder if it's worth it. It's a magical... What's the difference between elemental and magical? I think it's got a higher quality. Why not? Looks nice. The other one was a little bit fancier looking, but... Oh, I could have given him my old stuff. Oh well. Anything new? Ah! Still getting used to all of the controls. So what are we following now? Interrogate the smuggler about their addicts. Why did I skip that one?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the
He sounds a
tavern,
lot older than he looks.
I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Is there a way through it? Nope. It's pretty good. Loot. I wonder if I can make anything yet. Oh, you can do stuff. You can do stuff on these. Wonder how you craft sort differently compare with weapon upgrade. Upgrade. Card. Okay, so I need craft level 1 and a crude iron ore to even start. Crafting was one of those other skills, I think. Wasn't it? Let me see. Is this where I see my stats? Strength, endurance, accuracy, willpower. Nope. Talents. Craft. Okay. Next point at level 5. I'm not even through level 1. This is gonna take a while.
Have a nice day, madam.
Random coin sitting on the table. But I'm wondering if this game is gonna push you to
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you.
do things that
What is your pleasure?
Pathernaks wouldn't approve of.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Metal dowels. Let's see, maybe I wonder.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
Okay.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Is that it? I might as well.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I'll tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures.
I hope there's
Treasure
dragons. That would be
abounds
cool.
under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Wonder what happened to the cousin and the boy.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Side quests. Oh, I see. So that's part of the main quest. I'm gonna have to come back for that anyway.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man.
Betcha
It
it's
was
my
Sir
cousin.
Fontaine, that merchant.
Yep.
Where can I find him?
Oh, no.
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
This bit kind of looks a bit like Venice in some ways.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please. Might I help you, my lady?
Oh, same thing over again.
I need to be going. Farewell.
So she's just gonna stand there in the corner? Okay, then. There we go.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
I need to be discreet about this,
a
I think.
delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
That's weird.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement. And it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. Must have misunderstood.
Weird. I don't know why I can't see the chat. Or I can't see the updated chat. I quite enjoy the story is interesting. The camera work is a little bit heavy. Like it's hard to turn the camera and stuff, especially during combat, but I'm also a bit of a noob, so let's see.
What was your son doing on a Nort ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies.
That's a bit mean.
Constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Norts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... it sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Norts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
May the disease never afflict you, Your Excellency.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tirfredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. What will be your official title on Tirfredi?
Oh, the same stuff over and over again.
Keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more.
Yeah, right.
But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Okay. Learn more about not contracts. Okay. You think a clear-cut mission like finding someone that disappeared is gonna be easy, but no, that one also turns out to have like dark sides
You
of
still
it.
haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I already did this though.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nort?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
I don't know how much that...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
I don't know if I should have said that.
Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract?
Oh, I see.
But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Interesting.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
I just talked to this guy. Well, I found the sneak button. I keep trying to use it to sprint.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope
I'm leaving
so.
that for last.
Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sardet. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
What are my options? Couple of different things going on here. This thing is so finicky. Okay, so it's just this one.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
I'm not doing that right now. I can't open that. Okay. Guess I gotta go around. Ooh, loot.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
That's it? Okay. It wasn't loot. It was my quest. Getting as lost anymore. It's a big fire. At least I don't have to worry about stamina. Oh. Gosh, this is finicky. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
I can agree with that. Nothing here. Oh, maybe. Maybe downstairs. Should probably be sneaking.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
That charisma point is really helpful. That could have gotten ugly. It's a big warehouse. A lot of rooms. Okay, so I was supposed to go straight, not around. Okay. Go back. Where now? Okay. Loot.
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Well, that was better than I thought I would be. I didn't have to do anything illegal except for breaking into a warehouse. So, no lockpicking skill. Ah well. I wonder if there's anything good in there. Ah well. So be it. Oh wait, that was the way out, I think. At least there was stairs upstairs, so it'll lead me somewhere. There we go. And I'm stuck. It's a weird place to get stuck. Just noticed. Alright. Let's go do this tavern thing. Weird I didn't figure it out when I was there last time. Oop, wrong one.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest fit on...
There it is. Oh, something I can talk to him about?
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, my lady.
Might as well.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Would have been cool to fix those.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
How do I get metal dowels? There's a craft table right here, so... How do I make metal dowels? I need crude iron ore and craft level 1, so yeah, that's not gonna work out. Alright. Thought I saw something. Oh, it's this area. Okay. At least he doesn't get in my way like Lydia. Everybody's sick.
If you had any idea who I am. Don't get up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
So there's 2 doorways.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
Okay. So how am I oh, I probably level up from finishing the side quest, so maybe I should just go deliver that side quest. I should probably do that. He'll give me shit again, though, for not being ready. Yeah, getting stuck on barrels.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need.
Gosh, this is an easy place to get lost in. Alright, give me some
Madam,
XP.
You still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without...
I know.
No fear. I will bring him back in time to make our schedule.
I know.
Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
Yup.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your
Only
actions
moral
bring
side
more.
quest. Hey, I got some XP.
Be back soon, Captain.
Now I'm level 2. So, okay, so finish the side quest. That's how you level up. Good to know. Skills. How do I... Okay. One-handed blades. Firearms. Traps. Okay, I see. I don't get another... So you don't... Okay, I don't get another one of these till level 5, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Alright. So... Got a lot of stuff in here now. Definitely think I want to do crafting, but I don't seem to be getting a lot of stuff. What quest am I on now? The Great Departure. Oh, maybe I'll do the smuggler side quest. Not the smuggler, that one. I don't know. Certain places are forbidden for you. I had to trick the guards. That's pretty cool. Okay, so am I wearing what I need to be wearing? Yeah. Okay, cool. He's not, though. Question is, will they attack him or me?
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one. Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
So I gotta run back. So we are smuggling. Alright, we're smuggling. I don't like it, but so be it.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Wish I knew what was in this stuff. Can I open that door? Nope. So I guess we're going upstairs.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
The plot thickens.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see.
Wow.
Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I
Then I
manage
should
to
probably do the
convince
other
the
one then.
ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Ooh, loot. Just Hawthorne. Pine resin. Anything else? Wonder what's up there.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Wonder how. Thought I had it, but I guess I didn't. That loot. It already has really good stuff.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Alright, that's done. Maybe around. Uh-huh.
To my help! And death to the others!
Adge, I didn't remember how to fight.
They broke your armor! Be careful! Move away!
My arm is broken. What'd I do then?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Well, that's downstairs. Not upstairs. So how do I get upstairs? This way? Maybe? Nope. Through here. Oh, loot. Ha! I found the metal dowels. Ah, if only I'd searched more. Might as well fix it right now. Why not?
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels. I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
I do have metal dowels. Silliness. Actually, maybe I'll check the other door first.
I don't have the key.
Hmm. Oh god. Running around in this game is making me a bit dizzy. The way the camera works, it's not very smooth. Key is good. Loot.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you wanted to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
I can procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing, like those you thought you were buying.
What are you, some sort of alchemist, then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me. I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Ah, our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise.
Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Could I make some more, maybe?
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Wasn't there a crafting majiggy? Ah! Oh god, this thing is unwieldy. There we go. Health potion? Beast essence. Ugh, maybe I can buy it.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Do you have those potions you promised us?
Not quite yet. Leave me just a little more time.
I thought I had it.
It's your last chance to prove that you're not just a fast talker, like the other fool. If not, we'll have no trouble finding enough rope to hang you too!
I thought I had enough. Four, 6. But I do have. That's so weird. Didn't I just buy a whole bunch?
Are your boots? Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything to your liking?
Weird. Oh, it's because I don't have a... I see. There we go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Do you have those potions you promised us?
Yes. Here they are.
Hey, did you see that?